Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Trying the left side. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. And for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock. Didn't get the snap off quickly enough. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he does a really good job on this second down play of being very decisive, getting north-south, making the play, and now setting up a much better third down. That's a play we can continue to run even on third down right now.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Russell. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got it in the middle, it's Humphries. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks in Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Humphries. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll move the wide receiver. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Could not make his way to the corner.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The hand to the running back. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Frazier. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man at Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, has really proven to be a great back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They boot it away. Wants to return it. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. Creates a little space. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3.
And with that run, goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Lowers those pads, and he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Humphreys. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit, but they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Handoff for Frazier. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, that's a nice job selling it by the offense. Dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Russell will throw for it on fourth. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keelan Russell. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, it's Russell. Unloads to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They want to run this quarterback. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Throwing Russell. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on 3rd down. Got it, looking for a first. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He splits the upright. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. On the snap, it's Mack. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Russell. The throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. There's some room. They make the play, force a 4th down, but they're out of timeouts, can't stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Kansas taking on the number 21 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Jayhawks with a statement victory here and a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And I guess what they can take away from this one is they're back to even, 3-3 on the season.
And the returner goes down.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route. Because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Touchdown time. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole, going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw at Stockton. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find. And it's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Georgia sent out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Slithers into space. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to him. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Fires to the right. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is.
Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Russell throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Bama! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And the returner is stopped.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Got the big tight end on the corner route.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Here comes the heat. Swings it out to his running back. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Took it all the way back to the house.
And, man, this defense proving to be so opportunistic. They don't just turn people over. You've already seen them scoop up a fumble, take it back to the house, now an interception, and take it back to the house. They make big plays, and they put that thing in the end zone.
And the extra point was good.
Number 31, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long.
22.
Keelan Russell. The screen, he's got wheels. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Throwing Russell. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
I love the awareness by the defense here. Everyone thinking first down, down close to the goal line. The offense is going to run the football, right? But this defense was ready for the chance that the offense might throw it. So defenders playing the pass and getting upfield, getting to the QB. Awesome job.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on him. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's third and goal and third and long. Russell. Throws to the wideout. Looking to get it in. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Fourth and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. Russell on play action. Big fella moving. And he won't get there. Trying to turn the corner, straight for every inch, and he is denied.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. The screen, he can go. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Alabama calls it second timeout of the half. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Red pass hits complete. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. They'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Keelan Russell. Fakes the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They go play action with Russell. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Throwing Russell. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. The 40, the 30, at the 20. He's at the 10.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny on the spot. He's able to scoop up the fumble. And there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And This has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. To throw, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. He's got the two-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
There's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Russell. Trying to set up the screen. Got 9 yards on the play. Leaves him with 3rd and a yard.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different ways as possible. I like mixing in the traditional running back screen there.
They'll go with a direct snap. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keelan Russell. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Russell on play action. Complete. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Russell. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The option look. He'll pitch it. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
They're working that left side. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
One more play to pad the stats. Russell. Pressure coming. And he never had a chance. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.